Hello everyone. I am glad to welcome you to the new recap. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Enjoy your viewing. The lower depths of hell, its very bottom is the 9,000th level. Here, in the seething world of lava, the strongest demons are fighting for the title of the strongest. Flying away from each other's blows, the great demon Carcass and the great demon Polygfoot. Their blows were merciless. From the blows, lava and earth scattered for hundreds of meters, raising a huge smoke screen. The stick strikes a huge series of blows and knocks the frame off its feet. But suddenly other demons appear. The stick mocks them for a short time, because they shackled his movements and the frame was able to deliver a huge blow. Pollock fails from such a blow, but enters a new mode with flaming fists. He starts attacking the Carcass and the blows immediately began to cause damage. Half of Carcass' body has been demolished and Styx declares that he is the strongest demon of the 9,000th level. Styx in his whole life never thought that in this endless battle there would be a winner. But then he showed up. The throne room where all the higher demons of hell were bending down, including Pollock who was standing in front. This throne room belonged to none other than the King of Hell. He sat on the throne wrapped in purple armor. The head of all demons. Pollock asks the question why the King of Hell wants to leave them because he owns all hell. Silence, the king is in no hurry to answer, and all the other demons cannot answer because of fear of his great power. The King of Hell had the ability to devour all demons, thanks to this he defeated and devoured 7 of the strongest demons who for centuries could not defeat one alone. That power was the power of the Devourer. The Lord of Hell complains that he owns all hell, the changing landscape, the constant slaughter. And this has been happening for 10,000 years. Taking off his mask, he says that is there really nothing left that he can absorb. The King of Hell was Okon W. Pollock assumes that the King of Hell is hungry and offers him the head of Pokamer, the last of the supreme demons. Okangwu is unhappy with this and calls him a dumbass. He doesn't want the disgusting head of a disgusting monster, he wants kimchi shuj. The demons were fired up with the idea of cooking this strange kimchi shuj dish for the Lord. They ask who to cook it from, but the king covers his face with his hand and says to himself that kimchi shuj is different. For demons, eating is actually devouring the loser and they don't understand the difference. Pollock notices that the Lord wants entertainment, but he has already defeated all the strongest demons. The Demon King shouts back that he wants to read a manga or a novel. Blaming himself for not being able to fulfill the king's wish, Pollock offers himself as a sacrifice. Without listening to Pollock's exclamations, Okangwu wants at least someone to love. Then the succubus queen Lilith appears and asks why she is not enough. Lilith is a demon of many tentacles that vaguely resemble female outlines. But instead of hair, they manifest themselves very strongly, and on the face of the demoness are collected many eyes. From such a picture, Okangwu feels devastated. Lilith climbs to the Lord of Hell, but he can't stand her terrible appearance. Yes, he knows that judging by appearance is not good, but he can't help himself. Okangwu decides that he will return to Earth. After that, persuasion followed and the more his servants persuaded him, the more he wanted to land. Having absorbed the last of the higher demons, his preparations were over. And he orders Pollock and the rest of the demons to get ready for this. After giving the order, Pollock wanted to once again start persuading the Lord of Hell to stay, but this attempt was stopped by Okangwu. Frightened, Pollock falls to his knees and gives commands to prepare for this. After a while, Amon and the 7 weapons of the Lord of Hell are already working in the ritual. Pollock informs that the preparation is completed. Okangwu takes off his Hell Lord's gear and walks up to the altar. Lilith and Pollock are crying and don't want their lord to leave. Approaching the warlock Amon, Okangwu receives the last instructions so that he concentrates all his energy in the 7 weapons of the rulers of hell. Having done this, he will be able to open a portal through time and space. Without fear, Okangwu goes further to the altar and conducts everything exactly as the warlock said. He is looking forward to coming home to Earth. Pouring his energy into the guns, he tears off Mama Jiang. The warlock is in awe of the force. The warlock says that all the guns have responded to the power of Okangwu and now the portal can be created. Cracks appear in the space, Okangwu boldly steps there. Walking, he thinks that he will be reborn, but he will have nothing. No family, no friends, no love are waiting for him there. But he is ready, because in any case it is better than being here, literally in hell. Lilith can't stand it and goes to the portal. Pollock tries to stop her. As she gets closer, she begins to cry with grief. Oh Kang-woo tells her not to cry, because she looks terrible at the same time. But the demoness thinks that this is a manifestation of love for her on the part of the demon lord. And then the demoness gives out an offer that she will also go to Earth with her master. Running away from the problem, Oh Kang-woo jumps into the portal without a twinge of conscience. Lilith says goodbye, that she will follow the Lord in any case. Oh Kang-woo, hearing these words, hopes that he will never meet Lilith again. Falling into the portal, Oh Kang-woo reflects that he will finally be on Earth, that he has spent 10,000 years in hell. He doesn't want to change anything in the past, and there is no bright future for him. For him now the main thing is to get to the land that he knows. Flying up to the metal core, he was about to go, but then an error was highlighted. You have too much power. The core turned red and red messages about the operation of the system flooded everything around. All protection systems have started. Suddenly, lightning began to fly out from all sides. There was a huge pain from them, that Oh Kang-woo, who had gone through many battles, also screamed. A few more messages appeared saying that it was impossible to eliminate the huge force. Therefore, Oh Kang-woo gets a restriction. From the unbearable and piercing pain, Oh Kang-woo loses consciousness. He woke up in the middle of the forest. First of all, he went to check the owl's condition. When he entered the status, he found that he had the first level, and it's not scary yet, but it's scary for Oh Kang-woo to be left without skills. Oh Kang-woo himself is shocked that his powers have been sealed. But before he knew it, goblins appeared from behind. He cursed because goblins didn't walk in the woods in the world he remembered. Oh Kang-woo rubs his head and looks at the window that shows the player's status. He is surprised that his power is sealed. Green-faced goblins come out of the forest and attack Oh Kang-woo. Out of habit, he tries to use dark energy, but he does not succeed, because there is too little dark energy in him. Undeterred, he applies the skill of the demon Sebkan, blades. With quick, well-honed movements, Oh Kang-woo deals with a crowd of goblins. The system notifies him that he has raised the level to 4. And he feels this increase right. He, trying to learn something about the world, activates his devouring ability. As soon as the skill is triggered, Oh Kang-woo receives a notification of an increase in dark energy by 1. Oh Kang-woo is at first perplexed, and then horrified by the realization that dark energy was only in hell, and if it is here, then this world is not Earth, but hell. A scream saved Oh Kang-woo from despair. He didn't look like a monster or a demon. Oh Kang-woo abruptly started heading in that direction. In 10,000 years, Oh Kang-woo has not seen a single person, but only demons, monsters and tentacles. Oh Kang-woo prayed that he would meet a normal person, but not tentacles. With these thoughts, memories painted him a picture of Lilith, so he raced faster and faster. When he got there, he saw how the goblins surrounded the girl. He noticed with a cursory glance that there were no tentacles on it, and he was unspeakably glad. Goblins are all approaching the girl. She closes her eyes in fear. But then Oh Kang-woo flies out and kills the goblins super fast. Opening her eyes, the girl saw a stranger who apparently killed the goblins around her. The girl had purple hair color, a refined figure with impressive attributes, and a pretty face. But the most important thing for Oh Kang-woo was that she doesn't have tentacles. An unusual feeling overwhelmed Oh Kang-woo, and he emotionally called the girl to marry. The girl was in huge shock from the cheeky and unpredictable behavior of a stranger to her. Starting to mumble something about rejection and thereby knocking down a little arrogance with Oh Kang-woo. He comes to the conclusion that he was nervous and therefore did shit. Oh Kang-woo introduces himself and finds out that the name of our interlocutor is Han Saleh. He asks for the wound she got on her leg. Helping the salt, he notices the smartphone and realizes that he got exactly the time period he was counting on. He's helping with the leg wound. Kang-woo is happy that he can speak Korean with a person. He himself, in order not to forget Korean, forced all the demons to learn Korean. Saleh says thank you for your help. Kang-woo holds out her fallen phone, on which Kang-woo was able to see the date, 2023. Kang-woo is at a loss. When he went to hell it was 2018. He was gone for 5 whole Earth years. Continuing to take care of Saul, he begins to ask for information about the world. Kang-woo asks Saul, what is she doing here? Saul admits that she does not have a party, and that she herself is only a beginner. All these statements confuse Kang-woo's thoughts. He asks about the Salta level. Without hesitation, she says that she is level 6 and wonders what such a strong person as Kang-woo, Saleh and Kang-woo are doing here, sitting close to each other. From this, the girl was embarrassed and stood up. But after not standing for a long time, she falls back because of a wound on her leg. Kang-woo catches her and asks where to take her. She shows the direction and Kang-woo helps her to follow this path. He blames himself for making mistakes when communicating with people because of 10,000 years of imprisonment in hell. Sala leads Kang-woo to the portal to exit the dungeon. He himself is very impressed by this portal and does not understand the principle of its operation. After passing through the gate, Kang-woo saw hundreds of people swarming around. He is in a good impression, because he managed to move to Earth and being among people was already the height of his desires. Seeing Kang-woo's cheerful smile, Sala invited him to her place for lunch. In Kang-woo's eyes, the girl was very cute and her appearance made his soul warm. But suddenly a police patrol comes to them from behind, who asked them for a player's ID. Sala went to look for her ID, and Kang-woo hypnotized his supervisor. After hypnosis, everything went like clockwork and soon he arrived at Saleh's apartment. Along the way, Kang-woo was interested in exploring everything and making sure that he was on the ground. Walking up the stairs to Saleh's apartment, he expected that a happy life was waiting for him. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, then like and write a comment. All bye.